What I had now was a super crusty and ugly piece of metal, and to see if I had actually made any purple gold, all I had to do was break it open. I also figured that this would be pretty easy considering how weak and brittle even this stronger stuff was supposed to be, so I just tried snapping it in half. However, it turned out to be a lot tougher than I expected, and it really didn't feel like I was even close to breaking it. So instead, I decided to just quickly kill it with a hammer, and I kind of assumed that it would easily shatter. But again, that apparently wasn't the case. I mean, I didn't exactly hit it super hard, but still, it definitely didn't seem like it was as brittle as glass or porcelain, and all of that gamma phase stuff appeared to be working. But anyway, I then just kept hitting it, each time doing it a bit harder, and when it did eventually break, I was really happy with what I saw. Inside of it was a bunch of beautiful purple gold, and the color of it almost seemed unnatural. What I thought was kind of odd, though, was that it wasn't quite the purple that I was expecting, and it seemed like it was a lot pinker than the jewelry I'd seen online. This made me think that maybe I'd chosen a bad recipe or something, but when I checked the patent, it actually said that it was supposed to be a pinkish purple. It also said the same thing for all of the other recipes, and again, considering that this was the patent that the Liwa stuff was based on, I trusted that it was probably good. I also started thinking that maybe the darker color only came out later on in the process or when it was being polished or something, and I decided to just keep going. So now, assuming that this recipe was good, what I had to do next was somehow figure out how to go from just making a bunch of crusty crap to a nice and shiny ring. This was going to be a lot of work though, and just thinking about all of the different things that I was going to have to test kind of overwhelmed me, and this made me feel that the only way to move forward was to just take the process step by step. This way, I wouldn't break my brain and I would only have to focus on one major problem at a time, and right now, I felt that the biggest issue was the oxides. This is because they were clearly making everything a huge mess, and if I even wanted a remote chance of making anything nice, I was definitely going to have to get rid of them. To do this, there was also only one real way, and I was going to have to somehow stop the aluminum from reacting with oxygen in the air. So I went online looking for some ideas, and after searching for a long time, I was only able to find two decent suggestions.